What's good, everybody? Valley here once again. Welcome back to the Messy Workbench. And this time I've got the testbed Stryfe once again, but this is, if I flip it over, the DRS high crush cage. It's kind of hard to see, but there is indeed the DRS logo etched into the cage. And I have a pair of Titan Chronos 2s in there because I have those lying around for whatever reason. But yeah, I've upgraded testbed Stryfe with a Devil's Nerf Works hybrid pusher thingy, which is quite nice because it has a little flexy bit that gets out of the way if you have a full-length dart in there. Would be better if it were printed in something like PETG, but I'm pretty sure the PLA is fine for now. If it gets warm, I can always reset it with a little bit of hot water or something. But yeah, I'm going to get this buttoned up, and we'll get some test shots off because I already really like this. Alright, it is all installed and I've got the window cut out and everything. I haven't really installed any sort of proper cover for it yet, but whatever. This is the testbed Stryfe. It's not really going to be seeing any wars anytime soon. But yeah, using a 12 mag of fresh AccuStrike darts that I had gotten with an AccuTrooper that I bought recently. I was getting an average of 166.8 on 2S. Which, you know, is pretty good. Keep in mind, AccuStrike darts are a bit heavier and all that. And on 3S, which is very curious, I was getting 164.8 average, at least through my testing. Which is a little bit concerning, because you'd think that you'd get higher numbers. But that was only with the AccuStrike darts. I was actually getting higher numbers overall with official elites, which, you know, they are slightly lighter. They are slightly lighter, and they seem to get higher FPS overall just in general. I was actually getting closer numbers to that 180s, 190s. I actually had one break 200. My theory is once we get some even better darts and everything, I'm going to have to try testing it with things like the Adventure Force waffles, because those are quite interesting as well for flywheels because their heads are quite rigid. So they should get a little bit more FPS, but then again they might be slightly heavier. I'll have to get a more accurate scale so I can test this. But yeah. Also, it seems to work quite well with half-dart mags. Right now this is just a Talon with a Talon adapter, which I need to sand some more because it's a little bit snug. But yeah, paired with the Devil's Nerf Works pusher, you know, you can see it in there. It seems to work fairly reliably. And considering it's a very, very high crush, high concavity system similar to Eclipse, but not quite as dart decapitatingly vicious on darts, I could definitely see this being used in something like, I don't know, a hybrid system, you know, with the adaptive pusher and all that. Especially with things like the new adapters from Nerf EZE. He actually has the pusher that actually slots into the original Stryfe pusher, as well as a idea that was kind of brought up by Mr. Heathpants and stuff to essentially use a solenoid style cone spring just mounted to here and have the pusher be free floating and just have it be pushed by the original pusher and it'll push it enough. With the current half dart mag holders and stuff we have, it even works with Talons, which is what I mainly used because that's what I had on my bench at the time. I was like, okay, I'll just use these. It seems to work fine with the dart guide. It butts right up against it, so you're not going to have too many issues with feeding. So that's always a plus. You're not going to be able to use the official Talon adapter because it doesn't come far enough forward to work with this pusher. You might be able to get a different pusher that will work with it, but yeah. That being said, it's also not going to work with the original Katana mag adapter with this pusher, but that's besides the point. That's talking about the pusher itself. This is about the cage. This is a pair of Titan Chronos 2s, which are a motor that was designed for Eclipse initially, so they were meant to run on 2S or 3S. On 2S, they take about 50 amps per motor, so you'll definitely want to use heavier gauge wiring than what I've got here on the test bed. It does heat up the wires a little bit after using a lot, but you know, and the battery I have is a little bit overdrawn at this point, but I'm willing to take those risks just to test and everything for you guys. And if something goes wrong with it, I know how to dispose of a messed up LiPo and all that, so I might make a video on how to do that, but there are many other videos that explain better than I can explain it. But yeah, I will drop a link where you can get this cage because they're quite nice. And yeah, they get my seal of approval, especially if you're looking for this sort of specific thing. That being said, they are a little bit on the expensive side, like having an Eclipse cage or whatever. They come to about the same price point as a Nix cage, but that being said, they both come with wheels. It just depends on the levels of performance you're aiming to get. Nix is more geared for HVZ levels of performance. This is meant for higher end, sort of closer to ultra stock, which, you know, is the higher end of like 150s and up. This would probably work really well with things like revamps and the Neo Rhinos, that sort of thing. I'd love to see even higher RPM motors that we can get. That way we can get closer to that supercritical RPM and everything for all that. But yeah, as ever, links down below. My name is Valor. Thanks for watching.